Good morning. Welcome to Yoga MAKI. My name is Missy MAKI and I'll be your instructor. Today we are going to have a Soulful Sunday class. It's also known as a gentle flow class. And today what we will be doing is enjoying some gentle stretching, some gentle flow movements. We will do some sun salutations and open up our hips and enjoy some twists. And at the end of this 45-minute practice, excuse me, you should feel relaxed and certainly opened up. So if you will please start in an easy seat, cross-legged on the floor, we can begin. Let's start with our hands on our knees and close your eyes. Bring your shoulders up high and release them back as if your shoulder blades are wrapping around and hugging your spine, creating a larger amount of space between your ears and your shoulders. We want all of that gentle space between our ears and our shoulders. At this time, with your eyes closed, I'd like to invite you to consider this during your practice. Our theme for today is serve yourself first. As you sit in easy seat and consider serving yourself first, it can mean many things. Today, in this moment, it means offering yourself 45 minutes to move your body and to stretch out those muscles who've worked so hard for you today. Give love to those bones that have held your body up, and serve our body and our minds before we serve anyone else. You may have heard multiple times the term that you can't pour from an empty cup. And that is what serve yourself first means. It means fill your cup so that you can pour into others. So keep your eyes closed and gently listen to your breathing. On your next inhale, fill your whole tummy, pushing your tummy out. Perhaps place your hands on your belly. Feeling the air fill your chest and your belly. And exhale. Take 3 deep breaths, just like that. On your exhale, feel your belly get smaller. And on your inhales, feel it full up with your air. We rarely take as deep of breaths as we need. Excellent. Let's place our hands on our knees. And on our next inhale, let's drop our right ear to our right shoulder and slowly roll forward, stopping in the center to allow a long stretch from the top of your head through the side of your neck and down your spine. Allow your head to simply drop. Roll your head slowly to the left ear to your left shoulder. And let's roll forward again and stop in that center one more time. And roll back right ear to right shoulder. Now, roll backwards, slowly. Allow your chin to drop open. And left ear to left shoulder. Let's roll back. Nice and slowly, you'll hear those cricks and creaks in the back of your head and your neck saying, thank you. Excellent. When we get to right ear to right shoulder, let's do a full circle, dropping our head down, rolling through the center, left ear to left shoulder, and continue going back, allowing that jaw to open as you open up that whole neckline. And right ear to right shoulder. And let's reverse and roll through the back one more time. Left ear, left shoulder. Rolling forward, possibly finding more space at this time. And perfect. Head up into the center. Now let's do a few shoulder rolls. Let's bring our shoulders forward and down and back, hugging that spine, up to a tight shrug and forward, and do this multiple times. Try to really squeeze when you go back and up high as you roll through. Really wake those tight muscles up. And now let's go backwards, tightly up, squeeze around that spine and down, roll it forward and up. And let's do 3 more of those. We don't give our necks and our shoulders enough time to wake up often. Excellent. On your next inhale, let's bring our hands up to the sky and bring them down on our exhale to start matching our breath to our movement. Inhale, arms to the sky, come together and down to prayer center. Inhale, bring your hands up to the sky, together. Exhale to heart center. Let's inhale up, and on our next exhale, turn to your right, drop your right hand behind you and your left hand to your right knee and twist very gently and look over your right shoulder or look to the side. We're wringing out our spine, giving it a twist to release anything, any of those tough desk positions we've been sitting in. As you breathe in, you want to straighten your spine. As you exhale, twist. On your next inhale, let's bring our hands back up. And on our exhale, turn to your left, drop your left hand behind you, right hand, right knee, and exhale, twist. Inhale, straight spine, exhale, twist. Go through a series of 3 breaths. Excellent. Let's bring our hands back up and bring them down to our knees. All right, I think we're ready for a little bit of movement, some gentle movement. Let's roll over onto our hands and knees. I did want to mention that during this practice, you may want a block or a book. I should have said that at the beginning. I apologize. Most of these gentle movement classes, a block is great. Just one works. You may at times want 2, but a block is great, or a book or 2 books. So we're going to go ahead and come to tabletop, which as you can see, looks like a tabletop. Hands directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips. We're going to move into our cat-cows, which is for our cow, we drop our belly and bring our glutes up, chest forward through our shoulders and head up. And for our cat, we'll bring our back up, drop our head, tuck our glutes in. And exhale, cow pose. Take your time. This is a wonderful stretch for your neck. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Drop your belly. Allow it to just release. Don't hold on to any tension in your abdominals when you're doing this. And when you go into your cat position, suck it all up close to your spine. Arch your back. Drop your neck. Maybe even allow your neck to nod yes or shake no. And let's do one more set. Drop our belly for a nice cow pose, shining our heart through. And exhale, cat pose. Excellent. It's a wonderful way to warm up that spine. From the next pose, we are going to go into our thread the needle. So from tabletop, lift your right hand and bring it up to the sky. It may be out here, it may be up here. On your exhale, we're going to thread through under our left arm and drop our shoulder to the mat. Bring our right cheek to the mat and just allow your shoulder to open up. On your next inhale, push up with your left arm, unwind that right arm and bring it back up to the sky, back down to the mat. Next, we're going to take our left hand and do the same thing. Left hand up to the sky, nice stretch, and bring it through, dropping our cheek to the mat and opening up that left arm. We're really allowing our weight to open that shoulder up. On your next inhale, unwind that arm, bring it back up to the sky and back down. Great. From here, let's bring our knees out to the side, bringing our toes together and pushing back into a child's pose. Hands forward, forehead to the mat. You can place a block under your forehead if that is more comfortable. This is a position of rest that you can always return to, particularly if you're feeling any type of discomfort, tired, perhaps a flow is more than your body is asking for. Dropping back into this position is always going to be, your body will always thank you, and it tends to get more comfortable the more you practice child's pose. Excellent. Let's move back forward onto all fours. And we're going to start to bring a little more heat into our practice by going into bird dog pose. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lift our left hand up. It's going to go straight ahead of us and bring our right leg back. You can keep your foot on the ground like I'm doing now, or lift it. Breathe in. And breathe out. Always come back to your breath. remembering that our goal is to fill our own cup today. Take care of ourselves. Excellent. If your leg is up, go ahead and drop that toe to the ground, hand back down below your shoulder, and drop your knee. Let's bring our right arm up, and same thing on the left side. Toe can remain on the ground, or you can bring that foot up. Back to your breath. You want to keep your hips looking down. You don't want it to open up. You want to keep it down. Staying in the tabletop pose, but with the right arm and the left leg up. Excellent. Let's drop that right foot, drop that left hand, and bring our knee under. Great. From here, we're actually going to push back up into our first downward dog of the day and pedal it out and get ourselves ready for some sun salutations. So from tabletop, you want to tuck your toes and push through your hands and bring your hip up. Your downward dog can have nice bent knees. You can be closer to your hands, further away. Just create an inverted V. Drop your head and breathe. Pedal your feet out just to relieve those calves and those muscles back there. Feels good. Go up on your tippy toes. Maybe wiggle your head a bit. Perfect. Bend your knees, look forward to your hands, and tippy toe your hands up to your feet to your hands. Forward fold. From this position, try to keep a little bend in your knee, placing your tummy on your knees with your hands forward and clasp your elbows. This is a ragdoll position. Drop your head, allow your spine to stretch out a bit. Release your elbows and place your hands on the ground or on your legs. Grab your calves, lift up to make your back flat. Halfway lift, drop back forward, bend your knees, and circle sweep your hands up to the sky. From here, drop your hands to heart center. All right, I am warming up. You'll excuse me. And we're going to go into some simple sun salutations next. And these salutations, we are going to be doing some Cobra poses to focus on the strength of our back. Most of us well, I can speak for myself, sitting at a desk, and a lot of the things I do in the day, I don't get enough, I don't use my back the way that I should. So I always try to use some positions when I'm doing my sun salutations to really allow the muscles in my back to regain strength. So at the top of your mat, from mountain pose, we'll circle sweep our hands up to the sky, swan dive down, forward fold. From here, we'll halfway lift, drop our hands to the mat, and step back to a plank. You can be knees up or knees down. From your plank, slowly lower yourselves to the mat. From the mat, keep your hands under your shoulders, but we're not going to push up. We're going to allow our backs to pull us up. So up and exhale down. Bring your cheek to the mat. And on your next inhale, up. Exhale down, left cheek to or right cheek to the mat. Inhale up. And exhale down. From here, let's tuck our toes, and we're going to push up to tabletop and push back up to downward dog. Take a deep breath. Exhale. One more deep breath. Bend our knees and exhale as we tippy toe our feet up to our hands. Halfway lift, forward fold, and circle sweep our hands to the sky. Great job. We're going to do 2 more of these. Circle sweep our hands to the sky, forward fold, halfway lift, drop our hands down, step back to a plank, high plank, or a low plank with your knees on the ground. Slowly bring yourselves down. Hands under your shoulders, pushing up. And right cheek to the ground. Pull up. Left cheek to the ground. Pull up. Right cheek to the ground. And from here, we're going to push through our tabletop and up into a downward dog. 2 deep breaths. Bend your knees, look towards your hands, and tippy toe those hands back up to your feet, up to your hands. Halfway lift, forward fold, and circle sweep back up to the sky, and right back down to heart center. Excellent. We'll do 1 more of these. Circle sweep our hands to the sky, forward fold, halfway lift, hands to the ground, step back to high plank or low plank. Bring yourself down slowly. Cobra lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Tuck your toes and push back through your tabletop or straight into your downward dog. Deep breath. Exhale. Bend your knees. And let's tippy toe back up to our hands in that forward fold. And I'm going to trick you from here. From here, we're going to have our toes touch each other. And we're going to come up into a chair pose. Your knees should not go. You should be able to see your toes. And you want to sit back in a chair. Bring your hands up. Keep them on your hips. Keep them at prayer. This is your chair pose. Deep breaths. On your next exhale, let's drop down. Halfway lift, forward fold, and circle sweep our hands to the sky and back to heart center. Nice work. We're going to do a few warriors next. So let's start in mountain pose, tucking our glutes in, pulling our abdominals in, shoulders up and back, hands at our sides. And on our inhale, bring those hands, circle sweep them to the sky. Maybe give yourself a baby back bend. Swan dive down to a forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold, hands on the ground. Step back to a downward dog. Excellent. From here, bring your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Bring it through, and we're going to drop our foot between our hands. For more space, you can come up on your fingertips and drop your hand. We're going to drop our left heel and cartwheel our hands up to a warrior 2. So from this view, you're going to see it from behind. Left foot is at between a 90 and a 45 degree to the front. Right foot is forward. Right leg is not falling in. It's staying the knee over the ankle. Arms are straight. Go deeper. Shoulders back. Keep your hips centered, not forward. Gaze goes out over your right hand. Flip your right hand, drop your left hand to your left leg, and bring your arm over. Reverse warrior. Keeping that right front leg bent. On your next inhale, bring your right hand to your right knee and bring your left arm over top. Cartwheel your hands back to your reverse warrior and come back to warrior two. We're going to straighten our front leg, lean forward, and this is where a block will come in handy. I'll show you how I would do it with a block. I would have my block nearby me at all times, place it on its low point, high point, doesn't matter. So from here, we've got our right leg straight, our left leg straight. So reach forward, drop your hand to the block or the ground or your ankle, and bring your left hand up. Triangle pose. The goal is to have your hand over your shoulder, over your shoulder, over your hand, making one strong line. Using your core, bring yourself back up, bend that right leg, cartwheel your hands back down, bring your heel up, and from here we're going to push up with our hands and kick our right leg out to three-legged dog and back to downward dog. We'll take several breaths here. Excellent. Let's take our left leg up and we're going to bring it through and place it between our hands. Again, to find more space, come up on your fingertips if you need. Slowly come through, drop that left foot, drop your right heel, and cartwheel your arms up into your warrior two. Nice open pose. Hips facing the side of your mat, arms directly out. Knee is not falling in, it's tracking above our ankle, facing the front of our mat, looking over our left hand. Make sure your shoulders are dropped away. Excellent, let's flip that left hand, drop our right hand to our leg, reverse warrior. Keeping that left leg bent, bring your hand, place your arm right on your left thigh, and bring your right arm over for a side switch. Stretch. Deep breath. On your next inhale, come back to your reverse warrior. And from here, back to our warrior two, straighten the front leg. Again, isolate your block, set it where it needs to be. And from here, reaching forward, dropping our hand and lifting our arm up. And if you're feeling balanced, look up. If not, you don't need to. You can also place your hand here, bind it behind you. There are a lot of different places you can go in this position. Excellent. We're going to use our core to bring us up slowly. Bend our left leg, cartwheel our hands back down, lift our back heel, and kick that left leg back up in the sky and back to downward dog. Deep breath. Exhale. Deep breath. Bend your knees, look to your hands, and tippy toe up. Perfect. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Circle sweep your hands to the sky and down to heart center. Nice. Okay, we get to go to the floor now. Some people think the floor work is the easiest and some people say it's the hardest. So Doesn't matter what camp you are, right? To me, it just depends on the day. Excellent. All right. So from here, we're going to stack our knees. So from an easy seat, let's take our legs and put them in front of us. Take your right leg or your left leg and place it under you. And take your right leg and place it over the top, stacking knee on knee. So it's like a more intense cross leg seat. And from here, we're going to inhale. And when we exhale, bend over our legs. You'll feel this in your hips. Maybe tippy toe your fingers out forward. Everyone feels this position differently. I feel it on the hip of the top leg. And I've heard some people feel it in other places, like their back. Keep your feet flexed, and that will protect your knees. Excellent. On your next inhale, hands up and down. From here, we're going to take our left elbow and place it in front of our top leg and bring our right leg arm behind us and have another twist. Exhale, straighten your spine. Inhale, straighten your spine. Exhale, twist. Looking over that right shoulder. Excellent. On our next inhale, we'll bring our hands up, always up and back down. Excellent. We'll unwind those, put our legs in front of us, give them a little tappy tappy. Excellent. Now next we're going to take our right leg, the one that was on top, and put that under us, and take our left leg and go over the top of that one. And on our next inhale, up, and exhale forward. On your next inhale, come back up and hands down. Inhale our hands back up. Right hand over our top leg. Left hand goes behind us for another twist. Inhale, high spine. Exhale, twist. Take several breaths in this position. Excellent. Inhale up and down. Perfect. So now let's put our feet directly in front of us, give them a little wiggle. And with our feet flexed, we're going to inhale and hands up. And exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips and reach our chins towards our toes. Not our forehead to our knee, but our chin to our toe. Exhale. And again, as you inhale, straighten your spine. As you exhale, push your chin towards your toes. Excellent. Inhale up and hands down. Next, we're going to take our left leg out. Take our right foot and put it on our inner thigh. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, twist towards our left foot, hinge at the hips, and same thing that we did on our forward fold. Chin to our toes. Keep your foot flexed. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, chin to toes. Excellent. Bring your hands back up and down. And we're going to even it out. Put our right leg out, left foot to our inner thigh. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, twist towards our foot, hinge of the hips, and chin to toes. Each side feels entirely different. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. It feels different on each side, and it feels different each day. Perfect. Inhale, bring your hands back up to the sky, shoulders down, and hands to the ground. Nice work. We shake your legs out a little bit. Those are some deep stretches. And we're going to go ahead and lay down and do some supine stretches and get ourselves ready to finish up this class. So slowly lay down. As you lay down, you can see how I'm seated. Have your knees bent, hands to knees, and we're going to do one small boat pose. On your inhale, bring your feet up to toes and bring them up and hold the pose. Probably feel your whole body shake. Excellent. All right. From here, let's slowly come back. Now, this is a position you may want to have your blocks or your books or your books near you. We're going to do a butterfly or a cobbler pose. So we're going to have our feet on the ground together. We're going to allow our legs to open up. Now, you may want to put a block under your knee for support. You may not need it. Find the place that your legs meet the rest of your torso that gives a little bit of stretch, but not discomfort. We're not looking for discomfort. We're looking for the release and stretch of the muscles. So don't go too hard or too deep. If partway through, you can bring your feet, your heels closer to your torso, you can do that. Or perhaps your body's telling you to go further away. Both are the right answer. Excellent. Let's bring our knees up. And let's bring our knees in for a little hug. And we're going to twist them around the world a little bit and give our lower back a little massage. Excellent. Now let's bring our feet up. We're going to grasp the outsides of our feet for a happy baby. And just sit here for a little bit. Maybe rock your baby. Maybe if you feel like you need it, stretch out one leg. Bring it in, stretch out the other. Bring it in, keeping those feet flat to the sky. And really trying to pull those knees in close to your armpits, but not to discomfort. Just to where you feel the opening. Excellent. Let's release those feet. Give those a nice hug. And from here, let's drop our left leg flat, bring our right leg in, nice squeeze. Twist it over our body, keeping both shoulders to the mat. Reach your right arm out and look over the right arm for a nice long supine twist. If you feel that you need more stretch, you can place your hand on top of your knee. If you feel that you need less, you can bring your knee back a little. Find the spot that your body is needing today. Perfect. Let's roll back to a flat back and bring that knee in. Give it another squeeze. Drop it down to meet the left leg. Pick your left leg up. Oh, nice squeeze. And bring that left knee and leg over Keeping your left shoulder to the ground, stretch that arm out and look over your left shoulder. Again, checking to see if you need more twist by holding your knee or if you need to come back a little out of this stretch. And now let's bring that knee back in. Give it a nice squeeze. Bring the other knee up for a really nice squeeze. Bring your head up. Tighten everything. Say thank you to your body. And open your whole body up to lay down. Time for Shavasana. You've earned it. Stretch your entire body out. Allow your hips to relax and sink into the ground. Allow your ankles and feet to flop outwards. Close your eyes. Maybe tuck your shoulder blades under a little. Bring your chin up, but not too high. Take up as much space as you possibly can and as much as you possibly need. Slow your breathing. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes, allow them to roll back. Drop your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Feel your neck sink into the ground below you. Allow your shoulders and your spine to be drawn in by the earth. Feel your legs and your knees melt into the ground. And allow your feet to relax, carry you all day. In this moment of gratitude, for this time that you've given yourself, remember that you must take care of yourself first. Take a moment to fill your own cup. If you feel ready, wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. Allow yourself a nice morning stretch with your hands above and point your toes forward with a stretch from your fingertips to your toes. Slowly roll over onto your side, tucking your hands under your head and bringing your knees in a cozy, cozy, comfortable place. And when you're ready, meet me seated on your mat. Take 2 deep breaths as a class. Inhale our hands up. Exhale our hands to heart center. Inhale our hands up. And exhale our hands to heart center. I'd like to thank you for carving out the time for yourself to make it to your mat today. Everything you do was for you. The light and love in me sees and honors the light and love in you. Namaste.